Hey, Chris Jenkins, credential member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People. I enjoy working for you all. Hope that you enjoy the channel. Missed everybody during this bye week. Hope everybody had a chance to enjoy life and maybe get in some other football on Sunday. For me, I recharge, ready to go. And hey, little did I know the Carolina Panthers would jumpstart the Monday as they get back to practice with some big breaking news. That would be the news of one Baker Mayfield, Mr. Progressive commercial, which, we kind of forgot about the fact that we were hoping that he'd get some commercials for the Carolina Panthers when he first came here, maybe with moving or something that it never picked up. Heck, I wonder if the guy even has a deal with Progressive, but that's not the details of what we want to talk about. Let's go ahead and just touch on the things that happened today with Coach Steve Wilks talking about his decision on the quarterback and letting Baker Mayfield go.
Baker has been, released. We had a conversation today. I talked to the guys about, Sam will be the starter this week against Seattle, and PJ would be the backup. And Baker has been nothing but a professional since he's been here, a complete pro. Tremendous respect for him. As he and I had a conversation, I talked about my decision at the time to go to Cleveland was all based off him and their offense and having an opportunity to be with a productive team that I felt could move the ball. And this is a tough business, and sitting in this seat, it's a tough decision on my part, but it was something that I felt like was the best move for the team moving forward.
So there you have Coach Wilkes talking about the release of Baker Mayfield, giving him credit for being a pro, giving him credit for saying, hey, you're one of the reasons that I wanted to go to Cleveland and be a part of that, but it's a tough business. You're not the fit for us right now. And this all took place, what I would imagine was pretty quickly, and saying, hey guys, this is what's going to happen this week. Sam's the starter, PJ's going to back him up, and Baker just kind of be like, man, I can't sit on that. I don't even know if he waited that long to let the process thoughts go through his mind before he let coach know, like, I'm probably gonna want to get out of here. I would like to think that Baker actually already had conversations with his agent to say, hey, man, things aren't looking right in Carolina. What do you think we should do? But nevertheless, Wilkes said, because Baker's been a pro, I respect him. I respect that the man wants an opportunity to be somewhere. So for both parties, it was something that is mutual, and they let Baker Mayfield go. So this is what about, excuse me, man, live TV gets me doing something every time. This is about 5 months after Baker came to the Carolinas, brought in some optimism as it should have at the time. Sam Darnold was not been the answer for us. So fans want a change, but it didn't work out. Didn't want to say why it didn't work out. Just said it just didn't. But coaches can need new places too. Players can need a new place. So hoping that the new changes will allow for Baker to have an opportunity for some success. Lots of talks out there about where Baker may go. I think we're going to find out pretty quickly. Waiver wire has until 4 p.m. I believe it is tomorrow. Could be off an hour or so on that, but basically tomorrow, early evening, is when teams have a chance to claim Baker. And if they don't, then he'll be a free agent, able to sign and go anywhere that he wants to go. So again, that leaves Sam Darnold as your starting quarterback. PJ Walker will be your backup quarterback. And with those changes, we do not have a third quarterback. Now, you're not always going to want to carry that third quarterback on your 53-man roster, but you certainly want him there just in case something happened as an emergency. So there is a potential for a quarterback to be signed to our practice squad to give us some depth there because, as you know, we still have Matt Corral, but he's not on the team basically because of the injury. He's on injured reserve. So we need to fill that other spot. So let me go ahead and touch on some of the comments that have come here. What's up, NFL Kids? Saying, hey, everyone, Chris Johnson, what's going on? Thank you for signing on. And then Shakid, hi, Chris, you are back. So is your Twitter account. I don't know what you mean by that. Was there something wrong with my Twitter account? I'm going to take a quick peek at it. Maybe you're saying because of the pause, everything went on pause. There was no action on the Twitter account, little action on the Instagram account. If that's what you're saying, then yes, that is true. I took the whole break off from all the medias to kind of recharge. Us and the media need a break too, you know. So it was good for me. Brandon Pope, man, good guy that I haven't talked to in a while. I see you and Riley and the family. Glad to continue to see you supporting the Panthers. Things are going well. Family's good. I don't know if you guys heard, I'm a grandparent times two. So for me, this past weekend, I was visiting my new grandson. Hope everybody had a good time as well. Will we still be paying him? You know, I haven't looked at his contract, Chris, in terms of Baker Mayfield and what exactly it was. It really just depends on the part that's guaranteed. And I really don't think it was like any huge amount to be guaranteed because I mean, guys getting paid just over $1 million anyway. So I don't have the exact answer, but you know, that's what I see. Let's see. Shaki said your Twitter account was restricted for 3 days and basically showing that you won't follow anyone. It was? Well, I did not know that. So I'm glad that the Twitter account is back. I'm glad that it's back. And yes, the game is on right now. Saints are playing. Saints are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And what did you say here? Let me put this comment up so you all can see what I'm talking about here.
Come up a little bit short.
He says
the cliff notes there.
that.
There you go. But I thought this game.
Sorry, I didn't want you hearing that. We need a Saints victory. Let's go ahead and look at the standings. I haven't looked at the standings recently. Current standings: Bucks and Falcons. Okay, so yes, a Saints victory. Currently, the Bucks are atop at 5-6, Falcons 5-8, Panthers 4-8, Saints 4-8. So Saints winning would still keep us within reach of Tampa. Would give us only one game out, and New Orleans would jump ahead of us just but by a half game. So it makes things much more reachable for us to get that NFC spot, NFC South top spot, if Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose tonight. So we'll be cheering for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tonight. In other news, we had some players that were banged up before the break. Brian Burns was one of those. Congratulations to him, NFC Defensive Player of the Week last week. But Brian Burns dealing with some injuries, nagging. Deontay Foreman dealing with some things. Coach Wilkes didn't have an update for the media today in regards to those guys. We could expect an update for them in full on Wednesday. All right, and also we had a coaching change. Well, a coaching addition, I should say. So recently we've lost a couple of guys on that defensive side in the coaching, and most recently losing a guy, I forget his exact name, when Matt Rule got his job out in Nebraska. So that took us two guys out from that defensive side. And we made an addition to fill that gap. We brought in Ian Scott to coach the defensive line for the final 5 weeks of the season. Again, Ian Scott was brought in to be our defensive line coach for the remainder of the year. And the last guy, let's see, that had departed was Terrence Knight. He was the guy who left for the job to join Matt Rule. So we needed to get a defensive coach back on there. And that is what we did with getting Ian Scott back out there. So that's your update for tonight. What's going on, Ten Tizzy? Ten Tizzy said, what's up? Appreciate you. What's going on to you? And then Shaquille saying, go Saints. So as a reminder, let me see the schedule for this week. I'm not sure if they're going to practice on Tuesday because they have the week off. Let me just verify it really quickly before I talk incorrectly. So, yeah, the players will be off tomorrow, so there will be no updates tomorrow. We'll be back in action on Wednesday, so please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, help us increase our subscribers. We're going to resume back. You know, normally on Mondays we have like an hour-long show. Try to have either a player on the show or a guest media person. Tonight's not that because there was no game this week, but we will resume that this upcoming Monday, having players or other well-known media come on the show interact with you all and myself and my co-host Andre Cassidy. So consider subscribing if you have not. Always subscribe, hit the like button. Enjoy your Monday night football. Enjoy your Tuesday off. We'll be back Wednesday, and I'll be in Seattle this Sunday covering Sam Darnold starting for the Carolina Panthers. So continue to stay tuned. All right. Everybody, enjoy your evening.